Hey everyone, we're going to do a lightning fast video on how to proxy characters in the TTS mod for MCP. It's pretty easy to do, you just kind of have to know where the buttons are. So we're going to keep it very light. The first thing you want to do is you're going to find an existing character who best matches the character you're trying to proxy. And what I mean by that is you're looking for things like same base size, most importantly, that one's required. Same health pools, front and back. Very nice to have. You can work around it, but that one's like as close to required as possible without being required. And then after that, power generation, defenses, and immunities are all nice to have when they can line up, but definitely not as required as the first two. Ideally, you find someone who's not in your faction to make it easier for your opponent to recognize it's a proxy, but that one's definitely not required. That's probably just personal preference on my part. So in this case, I want to proxy Invincible Iron Man. So if we pull him up, he is a 4/3/3, 6 health on both sides, no immunities, and small base. So a perfect proxy for him is Black Panther, 4/3/3, 6 health on both sides, and small base, no immunities. So what we're going to do is take Black Panther here. We're going to right click, go custom. Then you have these two URL fields. We're going to go back to here. We're going to copy the image address for this, paste. Do it again, paste, import. There you go. We have a card, front and back, looks good. It's going to say Black Panther, but that's fine. Then when you put this in a tray, there's a bonus thing you can do, which is when the model spawns, if you right click on this and come down here, you can rename the model. All this does is make it easier for your opponent to recognize when you mouse over, the name will be Invincible Iron Man. And so it can make it easier for both you and your opponent to recognize this as who is proxied as and not a Black Panther. So nice little bonus point, 2 seconds of effort to do, very helpful. An important note about these customized cards is that they will not play nicely with the roster builder. If you put them in a roster and save that roster, the next time you bring it out, this is going to revert back to Black Panther. You're going to lose all your changes. So don't drop it in there. You just want to save this as its own object, and then when you bring in your roster, bring in the card as well, and then just kind of lay it on top or let your opponent know how it fits into your 10, and then manually add a tray when it's time and drop them in there. You can also do this with tactics cards. Pretty similar process. For this, I like to grab either banned cards or cards that are obviously wrong, because it's very difficult to make this stream overlay with the name change. You have to really dig in deep to make that happen, and it's usually not worth the effort. So in this case, I just grab all you got. I'm going to come grab Stark Armory, because that card is fair and balanced. Copy image address, custom, here, boom. Custom Stark Armory. That's pretty much it. I think with that knowledge, you can kind of figure out any little nuances from there. But if there's any questions, put them in the comments, hit me up on Discord. We'll get you sorted out. Peace.